Some of the pronouncements made about privacy and rights in relation to the National Identification System, NIDS, are being challenged by attorneys at law Clyde Williams and Andre Shackelford. Mr. Holness on the weekend argued that there was confusion among some persons between anonymity and privacy. Among other things, he stated that anonymity is not privacy, and that privacy is when the government sets rules and regulations about what information can or cannot be shared and under what circumstances. However, with the right to privacy being an entitlement under the Constitution, this has not found favor with Mr. Williams. He asserts that the statements seem to come from a misunderstanding of the nature of these rights.
You're born with rights, all the rights. By virtue of your birth in this country, the state is obliged to promote and to protect those rights. And I think the promotion and the protection of the rights through legislation is what the Prime Minister and his PR officer is getting a little bit crossed on. So my recommendation really would be that the Prime Minister needs to beef up the legal advice aspect of his government. I will say very quickly that the state may limit rights. So the state doesn't give you them, but it may limit those rights. However, the Constitution says it has to pass a test.
And attorney at law Andre Shackelford adds that the parts of the speech related to NIDS raised more serious concerns.
In relation to the right to privacy, it gives you privacy by its policies and what have you, and that was cringeworthy, I must say. And beyond that, these statements about NIDS and that the Data Protection Act is some sort of this sort of associated protection that comes with NIDS, that's also an inaccurate statement that's been shown judicially to be wrong in other jurisdictions. So Mauritius, for example, looked at the Data Protection Act and said that in no way confers any benefits, any protection in relation to privacy under their national ID system that they had. So it was plagued with inaccuracies, and it was a little uncomfortable to listen to.
In the meantime, Director of Communications in the Office of the Prime Minister, Robert Morgan, is maintaining the position taken by Mr. Holness despite the legal opinions given.
The Constitution of Jamaica was laid in Parliament on the 23rd of July 1962, a state institution. It is through the state that these rules and regulations are made up. Another arm of the state gets to assess whether or not the rules made by the legislature are in line with the Constitution and with the Charter of Rights. So when I listen to what the Prime Minister said when he said that the state gives you privacy, I don't see anything factually incorrect about that. I could not sit here and suppose what advice the Prime Minister has received, but I am yet to understand in this conversation the Prime Minister saying that your privacy emanates from the state, if that's a factually incorrect assertion.
Jenny Williams, Frontline News.